Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. Check out all that garlic I have drying right there. It's been raining a lot here. In case y'all are new here, my name is Will and I live in the Piedmont of South Carolina. It is the second day of summer officially. And I actually have been gone since about the beginning of June. And I got back 3 days ago, I think Sunday morning at like 2 a.m. We were in Greece on a vacation for 10 days. And then before that, we were in Tennessee at the Homesteading Festival with Roots and Refuge. So I have been away for a while, but I finally got mostly caught up on the weeding and just cutting grass and stuff. Weed eating and whatnot, and tying up tomatoes and kind of just getting everything to where it needs to be. But a lot of stuff has grown. There's mega trellis behind me. The garlic should be done. I got it drying because, like I said, it's been raining a lot here. It's about 3 days in a row that it's been raining, and it's a little bit moist, so I got the fan on it, and hopefully we'll be able to process that tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, here we are in around my homestead. I have a forest garden that's like a zone 4 that's probably 300 yards away from here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go down there. I think I'm gonna go pick some blackberries, but I do have some other things I gotta do today. But I'll just go ahead and get to showing y'all what we have going on. We'll start here at the trellis and we'll get our main garden that's fenced in and a couple little things back here. And then I'm actually go down there and check the mushroom yard. I don't think there's gonna be any mushrooms. There'll probably be some about Saturday. We'll see, but let me turn it around and show you what we got going on here at the mega trellis. Tromboncino zucchini. That's what all this is. It's coming on really nicely. This stuff is growing like a foot a day. That's a little zucchini right there and right there. Right there. It's a second generation, I think. Lots of little flowers going on. And intermittently planted are tomatoes, which I had just tied up and trimmed the leaves from the bottom. They're looking pretty good. No big fruits on there yet. There is a sweet pea still growing strong over here. I'm gonna try to save the seeds from this one. It did pretty good. These right here are ground nuts, Apios americana. My microphone right here keeps wobbling, so I hope y'all can't hear that. This right here is a popolo, which is a herb that is used in Mexico. I like cilantro. More tomatoes here, and we are getting a ton of silver slicer cucumbers coming on. I've already picked about 20 of these since we got back, and I know our house sitter also picked some, and we're getting 5 or 6 a day off of all this. There are Armenian cucumbers coming in over here, I believe, but I haven't actually even seen any small ones, so we'll see when that kicks in. But look at all these flowers in here. A lot of cucumbers. Hopefully it doesn't rain out here on me. It's been raining periodically, and it'll turn on really hard, then it'll turn off. Say hey, kitty. I guess not. These are some Thai basils right here, some peppers, one little ground cherry, Malabar spinach finally starting to grow pretty good. I haven't had any luck with Malabar spinach the past 2 years for some reason. The deer came in here and actually ate some of my cucumber leaves right here, which is odd. But they didn't eat the Malabar spinach on the other side, which I figured they'd eat that first, but we're still getting a few cucumbers off of this. There's a tomato growing in here. I am actually going to go walk down and check the mushrooms real quick while this little rain, I don't know if I can tell, but it's raining a little bit right now. I'm gonna turn the camera off. Maybe y'all will see the mushroom yard if there are actually any shiitakes or anything down there. If not, we're probably just gonna cut back to the main garden, hopefully when the rain calms down a bit. So see you in a second. There were no mushrooms down at the mushroom yard. Cat's got a puppy tail. And it's raining even harder now, so I'm gonna sit here and trim some garlic for a second and wait for this to pass. And then we'll be back with the video. Okay, I'm back. And we're by the garden here. I actually had to go to town and run and do some errands real quick. But here we are. It's my annual garden fenced in. Purple cabbage is looking good. Asparagus right here. Looking really beautiful. There's lots of cabbages in here, and I have Epting green beans coming up around them. This is lettuce that's going to seed, and I planted okra right beside them, so that'll be taken over once the lettuce clocks out. More okra. A lot of okra and beans and stuff in here. More purple cabbage in this row. Okra's getting pretty large over here. First little fruits coming in. This is Kibler okra. Kibler okra is an heirloom variety that I got from a friend of mine that's been growing in this region since probably the late 1800s or maybe early 1900s. It's his family's. Same for this. This is a Livingston butter bean. Doing really good. This looks so healthy. It's already at the top of the arch trellis. It'll start fruiting pretty soon. Some sort of purple amaranth I planted right here. I have that kind of scattered in here and there. I thought these were Epting green beans, which are another heirloom. And they might be Epting green beans, but it looks like they're running beans. So I'm going to put some wooden cedar posts in the ground around these. I thought they were just bush beans, but I reckon not. Some red noodle beans on this side of the trellis. Doing okay. That's them with the red stem right there. More Epting green beans, more red noodle beans here, and more Livingston butter beans. Nasturtiums are clocking out. There's a few strawberries here, and they are putting on runners all over the place, so that's nice. Little strawberries popping up all over the place, which I regretted planting them in here because I was like, the deer don't really eat them. I don't really need them in a fenced-in garden. But they actually have been eating some of my strawberry plants that are outside the garden. So this looks like it'll be a tasty one. Nah, it'll do. These get huge. Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry, my camera went crazy there for a second. Cowpeas, more Kibler okra. This is some mandarin lemon balm that went to seed. I wish I wouldn't have planted this in here, but the bees are really loving it. The comfrey. I cut this back a good bit the other day around the edges so I can use it as mulch throughout this garden. But yeah, the asparagus down here, all the rows are looking really good. So yeah, that is my annual garden. I got some more ground nuts growing on the fences right here. We're gonna go out and I got a pumpkin patch over here. This is a Dutch fork pumpkin, another local heirloom pumpkin. Cucumbers growing up on the fence on this side of the garden. But yeah, this patch looks really good. Water's been holding up right here because this is on contour. This was my little basil patch last year, and there's little lemon basils and holy basils, and I don't know what just happened to the screen there, but yeah, all sorts of basils are my actual weeds in here. I am having some of that viney stuff coming up, but I'm gonna have some beautiful Dutch fork pumpkins this year. I'm excited about these. A lot of heirlooms being saved. I couldn't get the Ravencroft watermelon to germinate, so hopefully Dr. Kilber has more of those. I don't think he does, though. I don't really know. Some bee balm blooming here. Little pineapple quince right here. I could show y'all a lot of the forest gardening stuff, but it's just the same trees that were on the last video. They don't look that much different. I'm probably only gonna do like a yearly update there. But this side of the zone 1, zone 2 of my house, there's actually a lot of work going on constantly, so I'll just keep it here for today. But after this, I will go down there and pick blackberries, which I'll put on the Life of a Permie series. So these are some strawberries. See where the deer ate them? Right there. So they are kicking out a little bit. Not getting many more of those. If this is y'all's first garden tour, a lot of people don't know my garden tours are cursed camera-wise. Either the lens is gonna mess up or the battery's gonna die, and both have happened so far. So we're right on par for course. I'm currently sitting in my herb garden. My house is right there. This is on the west side of the house. But this has been the herb garden for a while. I got some old thymes. That's an Italian thyme. Some sort of sage. English thyme, and these are really old. But we have a few of those popping up here. Some volunteer zinnias. That's a Genovese basil right there. Planted some strawberries in here. They're not doing very good. Variegated basil. Some rhubarb is looking pretty good. This is the first year for the rhubarb. More sage, more basils over here. That's a nice, beautiful chive plant. That's pretty old. Here's the Illinois everbearing, which we've been eating the crap out of the berries on this. This one's a little red, but oh, it's so good. A little sour. That one is, but my grandfather has been really loving picking berries off that. But yeah, back over here, like I said, it's an herb garden, so just a lot of basils. There are some pepper plants right here. This is a lemon basil. Y'all need to tell, or a Chinese sweet. Y'all need to tell Taylor to come out here and get to making some basil tea. She's made some tea out of the bee balm, but none from the basils yet. Got some lavender over here. I can't remember what this variety of lavender is called, but it is a perennial. Yeah, more zinnias, peppers, Thai basil, lemon basil, and finally the last row, some more beautiful chives. Oh, sorry bees, they're just sitting there chilling. And this is a Mexican mint marigold. It has a licorice flavor. I also would like to try a tea made out of this. We've never tried any. I think Johnny sells this, and it's been coming up year after year. That's like a 2 or 3 year old plant. This little raised bed has, I think that's a rutabaga or something over there. Looks like it. It looks like the deer ate it. Not much in here. Some big leaf basils, and it looks like a pepper or two right there. This is a muscadine. I have another muscadine by the other garden that we showed you earlier. But yeah, this will have some good fruit on it this year. Excited for that. And I have one more pumpkin patch over here. Some more Dutch fork pumpkins in here. The leaves on these things are freaking huge. There's my foot compared to them. Beautiful patterns on them as well. But yeah, Dutch fork pumpkins, and I planted Ravencroft watermelon. None of them germinated, so I went and planted some cantaloupes in there. So that is pretty much all around my house. There's flowers and stuff around the edge of the house, which I'm not really going to show you. Little bird bath has some beautiful yarrow coming up. But yeah, that's it for around my house. I'm going to go pick some blackberries and add them to my freezer and hopefully make some jelly out of them or something. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. If y'all want to see another part of the farm or something, let me know. I'm not pulling out the drone today. So that's it. Bye-bye.